It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where London will play host to a different kind of football.
It's the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings.
And it comes your way next.
Now from a stadium that's hosted NFL games since 2007, the International Series continues inside iconic Wembley Stadium, the capital city of London, England, hosting the NFL again. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that feel like they have all the pieces. Just came up short last year. They were so excited to get 2024 going and try to make another run to get into the postseason.
Yeah, and both these teams absolutely fall into that category. And just last year, going into the season, Mike, not only did they have playoff expectations, but in a lot of ways, they had Super Bowl aspirations. They believe that if the things fall their way, they catch a break, they continue to stay healthy, the roster they have put together is a playoff roster, if not a Super Bowl roster.
The kicker, Will Reichert, has the ball on the tee. And off we go here in London. Davis now to return it, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Well, the Jets come out with Aaron Rodgers, of course. All the build-up in 2023, it lasted all of 4 snaps. But the man is a legend, a Super Bowl champ, 10-time Pro Bowler. Greg, his 20th NFL season.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. Let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the past. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. And if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
He'll have a Jets first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
When we met with these coaches during the week, Mike, they told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
So from the 39, they come up on first. He's got the longtime Charger, Mike Williams.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. The master of play action, Rodgers. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it's going to be third down. He'll try to run for it with Hall. And he'll get to the 48, and that's going to be good enough. It'll pick up a first down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. Back to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. Seems like they got a little lazy. They got locked in on maybe 1 or 2 of the offensive targets. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's to the right side. He's got Corley. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard. Rodgers going up top again. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rodgers. This one caught just past the pylon. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Jets. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return, it's Brandon Powell. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only at the 15-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
I think it's fair to say that the trajectory of his career hasn't gone exactly according to plan. But you don't get drafted as the 3rd overall pick unless you have a ridiculous amount of talent. He's bounced around a few places throughout his career. He's had some ups and downs. But when he's on his game, he is as talented a thrower as there is in the NFL. And an impressive outing today could go a long way in making him back a full-time starter.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. 33 yards.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll go back to Jones on 1st down. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They run it once more with Jones. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down. Third and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, fourth down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away. Xavier Gibson to return for the Jets. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Jets offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That one taken in by Corley.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
A first down throw from Rodgers. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run. This is Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
A-Rod out of the gun here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. In motion, it's Jefferson. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. Here's 2nd and 9. On the give, it's Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, Minnesota. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. The Jets have the advantage. More from the International Series in London after this. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's caught downfield by Jefferson.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And the Jets are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the gun, Rodgers. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. 12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Jets 1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They face 2nd down and 7. Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. That's taken in by Conklin, the tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. That's right side and brought in by Williams. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
Nice catch there by Williams, and he's able to move the chains. And while he finds himself now in a new uniform here in New York, it's just nice to see him able to return from injury just a year ago. He was signed by the Jets this offseason after coming off a really good run with the Chargers. He's already making his presence felt. He picks up a fresh set of downs. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Again, it's Rodgers. And he's not going to get away. They track him down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Rodgers. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
So, 4th down, and the veteran Greg Zuerlein on for the Jets. This from 30 yards out. Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Jets will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 78 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to take over once again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Rodgers now. Coming free is Conklin.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On the handoff, here comes Hall. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Here's 3rd and 2. Throwing, Rodgers. He finds his tight end, Conklin. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the lines of game, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down. Two minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back to London, England after this. Rodgers on first down. That's into the hands of Xavier Gibson. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
A throw left side taken in by Corley. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Nice play here by Malachi Corley, the young rookie wide receiver, and something we're going to continue to see out of him as the rest of the year unfolds is, Mike, he has such a knack for turning short throws into long gains, and his ability to be a ball carrier after the catch. It's really what separates certain guys from others in this league, and for a young player to have that innate kind of sense to be a ball carrier, find any ways you can get him the ball. Screens, smokes, bubbles, doesn't matter. Get the ball in his hands, and usually good things happen.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Play action now with Rodgers. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Vikings offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Throwing, Darnold. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose. and forcing third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. We get this complete. It's Addison again. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Darnold to the air once more. Got a man. That's Sherfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal. To throw again is Darnold. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6. So we at halftime here at Wembley in the latest installment of the NFL International Series. As we head back stateside to Orlando, Florida, check in with Jonathan Coachman. The coach has the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime reports. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Three points, all that separates these two sides, has half number 2. Kicks off. Howell now to bring it back. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Jets offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A give. Here's Hall. And he'll get about 5. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, Harrison Smith.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. He'll push forward for about a yard. C.J. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to keep it himself.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
3rd and 9. Darnold to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So now Rodgers and the Jets ready to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll go again with Hall. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Here's Powell to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. Third and 6. Here's Darnold. His throw left side is complete. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Hall. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw, it's Rodgers. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
3rd down, 3 to go. From the gun, Rodgers. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more of the NFL International Series after this. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
The master of play action, Rodgers. This complete to Corley. A gain of 11 on that one. And the Jets have a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. He'll try and get there on the...
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
Trying the left side, here's Hall. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Mike, I have to be honest, when offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle and keeping it to no gain.
Rodgers, RPO, quickly out to Wilson. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. On the give, it's Hall.
I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, 4th down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up, be aggressive, and extend this drive.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They're going to go, and it's Hall. And he's going to have the Jets' 1st down. Oh, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
That's right side and brought in by Williams.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Tyler Conklin, touchdown, New York. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Extra point try now for Zerline. He knocks it through. And the Jets will get out in front 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Powell now to bring it back. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll run here, and that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Play fake to Jones, and now Darnold. To the left side here, caught by Addison. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
I love these crossing routes, Mike. Not only do they put so much stress into the deep layers of the defense, but they really allow the wide receivers to run with the ball after the catch. We see so much of that trending in the NFL where you want to get your receivers the ball in space, on the move. We just saw a great example why, and it led to a huge chunk play.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He runs with it, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Darnold. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The big fella, Quinnen Williams, forcing his way in for the sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
They'll stick to the ground. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. What will they do on this play? 3rd down, needing 8. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Sauce Gardner.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The visitors' offense, and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll motion a tight end right. Another run here with Hall. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. They will run it over center with Hall. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. They give to Hall. And he'll get this very close to a first down. A nice run there. He'll just end up a little bit short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Jets first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Jets. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long from London.